Welcome to your weekly intuitive read with me, Crystal. Similar to that, pick a card, pick a stone. This week, pick a monster. The intention behind these reads are to better help align you to that of higher self. Only in that alignment are we best equipped to see the opportunities, different pathways, decisions, and to be cued into that intuition to make the best viable option available to not only ourselves, but all involved, putting us on the best track possible. So do take your time. Please look over the monster and go to the one that you are intuitively called to. Take your time. Follow that heart. As always, I give my gratitude and thank you for all that have been a part of my journey. If you're new, welcome. If you like what you hear, please let me know. Like, share. Above all else, I just want to say thank you. I love what I do. I love the opportunity to serve. Energy is intimate. I give my gratitude for those that are willing to share and let me pick up so I can deliver the best possible messages going forward. As always, I've placed the timestamps below, and without any further ado, let's get to your guys' weekly read. To the group that was called to Dracula. Now, bear with me. Spirit's been really good at answering these reads today. And I can't help but feel like if you've been drawn to Dracula, you've also been working really hard to manifest something. However, our underlying energy comes with the Five of Wands, but it comes in reverse. A feeling like you're done trying. See, I think you've been trying to use law of attraction in your favor. However, I don't know that you've seen the results, so you're ready to call it good. Throw in the towel, if you will. And whether you know it or not, this can actually be very beneficial for you in that you kind of practice the law of detachment. Though I don't think you're doing it consciously, it's something that's happening on a subconscious level and is a huge way we integrate that to the law of attraction. See, the face of the spread comes with blossoming abundance. A key indicator that everything that you've been applying your energies to, your heart's wish and desire, is in fruition. I see coins, I see fruit, flowers, all of that blossom. What really strikes me is like the twinkling lights, and I'm not sure that the camera will pick it up, in the background. The universe doing its magic, getting ready to deliver you whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. So, the crossing energy, which further even clarifies for me. You've been working hard because it comes with a 9. It's a challenging factor, but I'm feeling very drawn to these cards for this reading and to read it intuitively. And what we see is a man who hovers over his scrolls, studying it, implementing, reading the fine details, which I think you've been doing in regards to trying to manifest your heart's desire and how to go about it. But if you look at his face, there's a bit of tension. It's a direct focus. He also kind of has got this other energy, kind of reminded me of the magician, manifesting, alchemizing. But I also feel a bit of a tinge of pull/push. Is it that you're trying to get this to play out exactly to the T of what you think it should be? Which is hints to that of maybe Spirit is asking to remember, while law of attraction is very real, there are a lot of different other laws that play. That including law of detachment. It is that utmost faith that I want this or something better, and I have faith that the universe will deliver. And then detaching yourself from exactly how that plays out. What I think has really got you is that you've been working very hard. Again, it's a 9. You've been putting the effort and energy forward. And it's right here. Yet, comes with the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. You don't have it in your hand. You're not seeing it. Which might come with that frustration of, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not. Maybe this shit doesn't work. It was fun, but I don't got anything. I've been working really hard and diligently. I've been focusing. I've been playing the magician. I've been playing faith. I've been doing all of that. But I have yet to hold it in my hand. Ace of Pentacles. I have no tangible evidence for it yet. Is the energy that this screams. Now, I can't help but feel like Spirit's asking you to be very careful with the way it goes forward. Because you don't have it in your hand, because you don't have that Ace of Pentacles, that tangible evidence of all you've been putting your energy towards. I'm afraid it's left you feeling, I want to say helpless, but I don't know if that's the word. Defeated? No. Disappointed, maybe. Because we come with the Three of Wands, but it comes in reverse. Three of Wands technically is that of waiting for our ships to arrive. But with it being in reverse, I'm thinking that you might be thinking that there is no ship and that the ship isn't coming, which in return might be leaving you feeling a bit bitter with the King of Swords in reverse. All this energy, all this attention, but nothing to show for it. But what I think Spirit would like you to know comes with the Six of Swords in reverse. Again, now I'm reading these intuitively. And what I see here is this man. He's walking. And if you look at him, I don't even think for sure where he's walking. He knows where he's walking, but he's walking. He's got his swords here. He's got a sword here. And the sixth sword lays right here. Now, this screams loud and clear. This is a gift from Spirit. This is the sixth sword that he needs. And while he may not know where he's going, he's sure to see it eventually. He's sure to run into it. But he's just got to get going. He just doesn't see it yet. But for you, my friend, it came in reverse. A still clear indication that that sword, I hear, is here. It is here. But you're not going to get it if you give up now. Maybe it is about that law of detachment, of how you expect it to play out. But don't give up yet. The universe, those little twinkling lights, is reciprocating to your energy that you've put out. Telling me that that sword, that abundance, that which your heart desire, I feel like it's already manifested. It just may not be in your hands just yet. And I think this is the biggest contributing factor right here. Spirit saying, don't turn your back yet. The ship is on its way. And be careful to not be bitter, because you've done a lot of work. This is the heart of your spread. Furthermore, I'm seeing it intuitively. There's that sixth sword. He may not see it yet, but he's never going to see it if he stops walking. Now, bear with me, because as I'm shuffling and I'm asking for the key of ice, which I can't help but furthermore recognize that this is about you learning to manifest, for you to become the magician, for you to wield that into existence. I hear clear as day. Be patient, dear. Be patient, dear, my dear. Don't you know? What you are seeking is already seeking you. Beautiful law to that of attraction, right? The LOA What you want is also seeking you. Now, what it comes with is the Six of Pentacles, but it comes in reverse. And I can't help but feel with this piece of advice, on top of what they gave me directly, be wary of how you play out your energy. I think you're a giver. I think you've got a big heart. But for me, I think Spirit's asking, going forward, to please use your discernment in how you allocate your energy, to remember that you are just as important to those that you love and that you would bend over backwards for. And recognizing that no can be said in a heartfelt space for not only yourself, but all involved. Boundaries are huge. There's a fly. Furthermore, what I'm getting right now, it's the divine play out between you and the universe, right? For every action, there's a consequence. Now, just because the universe hasn't reciprocated just yet, or else you feel like you haven't because you don't have that Ace of Pentacles, doesn't mean that you haven't done your job. Let the universe deliver on its behalf. That is interesting, because at first when I was reading this, I was feeling like it was big, and maybe furthermore, somebody may need to hear this. Be careful about how you delegate your energies, using discernment. Come from a state of love and boundaries. But furthermore, recognize that what you want is on its way. The universe has your back. What you seek is seeking you. You've done a lot of work. The sword is there. But if you proceed and expect your shits to not come in and feel a little bit bitter about it, then you won't receive. This is a tailspin of what I was anticipating. What I feel though, and I keep on feeling with this, is that the moment you release the attachment to how it plays out is when you're going to run into this sword, into this abundance. It's right there. Just because you can't see it or have yet to hold it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Can't point that out enough. To close off this reading, to grab an oracle card from The Universe Has Your Back for an affirmation. I just keep on hearing, be patient. What you want wants you. You've done the work. And maybe the last step is for you to learn how to receive. Interesting. Bear with me. See what kind of affirmation we get for you guys. Give me one, Spirit. When I lean toward love, I am led. That's your guys' affirmation. Lean in towards love. What would love do? Faith do? You'll be led to your abundance and to that sword. But let love lead the way. I have so much love for you guys. If this resonates, please let me know. Comment below, like, share. As always, best of luck for the following week. And namaste. To the group, that was drawn to Wolfman. It's a deep reading, and it's mostly telltale as I got to the part of advice from Spirit, and then they spoke to me. We will get to that. But for you, let's begin with our underlining energy. Comes with the Four of Wands. It comes upright and normally signifies that of celebration, closeness, that with our family, our friends, our mate. What screamed out to me immediately, and this is the very first time this ever has happened. As I went to go look at the card, the first thing that screamed to me was the red roofs. Stuck out like a sore thumb. Furthermore, that of those who we are closest to. I would strongly suggest maybe to go look up the spiritual meaning behind red, because as I looked further, there seemed to be a lot of red. But red is a very emotionally charged color, right? It can signify our passions, our desires. It can also represent the blood and war, tears shed. Furthermore, emotions are emotionally charged to those we are closest with. Whether that be family, friends, or mates. But furthermore, with it being Four of Wands, it feels very close to home. What comes at the heart of the spread comes with the oracle card of anxiety, but it comes in reverse. Yet again, the red flashes right out at me. In reverse is a great indicator of all that has been plaguing you and weighing you down. I want to say it's being ready to be released. But more significant than that is that you are the one choosing to release. It's got this strong energy of learning to release, or like that of the serenity prayer, knowing what you can and what you can't control. Once we distinguish and understand and discern that, we can let things that are out of our grasp go and put our energy to that which is best suited, that we can actually make change and progress to, right? So the anxiety in reverse to me represents you coming to a state or trying to get to a state. Maybe the fine line that you balance on. Because again, there's a lot of red, which means that is emotionally energy charged right now. What crosses you is the Hangman. It's about being willing to put yourself in a different perspective, a different spot, trying to gain a different awareness, a different perception. Trying to gain a deeper knowledge, to understand beyond what's just on the surface. And as a challenging factor, it can feel kind of stagnant. And sometimes when we want to gain a different perspective, it doesn't necessarily come so easy, right? Sometimes it's like trying to wrap your head around and understand why somebody could do something to you that would hurt you, because you can't sympathize because you wouldn't do the same. It's kind of got that energy feel to it, especially to this of that read. But regardless, this is the challenging factor. Trying to gain that deeper awareness, gain a different perspective, understanding. Maybe it's to recognize what is within your control and what is not. Especially that which is closest to the home front. The things that influence, that directly impact you. And why would you be doing all this? Well, it comes with a card of 9 of Cups, but it comes in reverse. Now upright is fulfillment, it's wish fulfillment. However, within reverse, all I can feel and hear is a void. It feels very much like a white picket fence. Everybody looking from the outside, it seems like all is well. Maybe an indicator that you're doing a really great job of not letting others know what's really, in fact, really going on. But to me, this 9 of Cups represents a void, lack of fulfillment, something within you that's not genuine. It's not living the most bountiful, most abundant, most thriving, most fulfilled life. There's a lack of happiness. And I can't emphasize enough, it feels like maybe you feel like you can't control it, or trying to learn to accept things as they are. So you just put on the facade because it's nobody else's really business. You're gonna deal with it. I almost feel like it's this analogy of I've made my bed, so now I'll lay in it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. And what's really wrong about this, I don't know, this feels like a double impact, to be honest, when I look into this card. It comes with a Queen of Wands, but she comes in reverse. I can't help but feel like there's a little bit of your energy and that of the influence around you is conflicting energy. It's those that we are closest with banging heads. The lack of clarity. Again, that emotionally charged energy with the red everywhere, which the wands represent, that fiery energy. But with it being in reverse, it can feel that of selfishness. It can feel, I'm hearing taken advantage of, bolstering. Unequal give and take. It's conflicting. Bull, like the vision is the rams, going head to head, conflicting. All is not well. Not in the home front, or that which is perceived to be the safe spot. It's interesting because this card that follows has come out, I know, at least 1 or 2 other reads in the past. And I don't know that it's been able to change. And it comes again with this 8 of Cups in reverse, in the exact same position. It is the fear of walking away. Again, I've made my bed, now I'm going to sleep in it. A fear that change is maybe not possible for you. So maybe I fold the cards and learn to accept what is and try to gain a different perception to maybe hope for that happy home. And when I say happy home, happy work environment, happy relationships, but I assure you, that's not how life should be. Furthermore, a strong call to realize that the influences that we keep around us, I think I've said this before, but also plays a huge reference to your life. Those we keep around, those we listen to, those whose opinions we take to heart. The people that are either helping us grow or holding us down. And I think there's a part of you that understands that. The clarifying cards. Now, how do I say this? Because this is where Spirit really delivered to me. Before I could even really flip the cards and find out what was going on. They had me shuffle for quite a while. And in the amongst of shuffling, I heard, be patient, be strong, be brave, and help is on its way. The light up. Be patient, be strong, be brave. Help is on its way. Then, as I went to go, finally, after I'm done, and they tell me to go ahead, I have 2 cards that fall out. And they say, no, put it back. And I said, okay. And then again, the exact 2 cards in the same position came out once again. And I thought, well, it's obvious that you guys want me to use these. But then I questioned, as I'm doing this reading, why'd you guys ask me to put it back in? It all made sense because the underlining energy is the last card underneath the deck. So these 2 cards came out not once but twice, and specifically so that I could understand what is happening on the underlining energy. Comes with the 9 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, be patient. Be strong. Be brave. Help is on its way. What I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is knowing that you are in a circumstance or situation that you may feel entrapped in. But what Spirit would like you to know, help is on its way. But with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's a very tender line. And the analogy that immediately comes to my mind is, I don't mean to use like personal circumstances, but to remember, you also hold a lot of power in this. Angels can come and save the day. We can be delivered miracles, but it's ultimately within our hands whether we want to accept that or not. Do we choose to stay in fear of walking away to something that we know that is comfortable, though it doesn't even provide us the happiness? Or if a miracle came in, would we accept it? This is a very tender line. At the end of the day, it's your choice whether or not you would want to accept this miracle, the help that's on its way, or will you go deeper? It's a very tender line. And with it comes the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, signifying, this is kind of deep. I feel like it's saying, in the process, relationships, those that no longer serve us, can't necessarily go with us. There may become a warning to be prepared to sever any ties that is holding you to your 9 of Swords. And coming out of it, there may be loose ends that will not be tied, is how I'm feeling. That need of closure may not come. But stay patient, stay strong, be brave. Help is on its way. It's a very deep, deep read. But if I could put it in short, be careful, be wary of those people that we keep around us. Because there's a lot of influence, especially those that we love dearest. And if they are not, if we actually, it's a we, takes 2 to engage, right? If we're not helping one another grow in whatever state, it may be time to release. to go beyond the facade into that and feeling the actual void for your fulfillment, for you to find peace. For an affirmation, I have the universe has your back oracles. And I thought we'd hurry and just go ahead and pull one. Let's see what we get for you. You're doing well. And continue to be strong. That's from Spirit. Waite. I feel like they're saying they hear you and they see whatever that mean to you. Your oracle card. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. I genuinely feel like they're saying they hear your prayers. Help is on the way. For whatever circumstance or situation you may be in. At any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. That's a beautiful card. I don't know if I've ever seen that. If this resonates, please let me know. Please share, like, comment. I don't know what circumstance or situation you're in. But be patient. Be strong and be brave. Remember, help's on its way. I have so much love for you. Until next week, namaste. To the group that was just drawn to the mummy, I've laid your cards. And you, my friend, have been through a lot, to say the least. Our underlining energy comes with the Nine of Swords, but it comes in reverse. Now, for me, the Nine of Swords represents shit that plagues us. The thoughts that are in our head that we have a hard time controlling. Now, this is not to discredit them, because there's a reason that they linger and that they safeguard us for potential future betrayals, flounders. But overall, what I'm receiving right now is that this card comes as a representation of you've gone through some very dark, dark nights, the shit that keeps us up at night. But it's in reverse, meaning you've gone through it. But that's not where you need to stay. And there's a conscious awareness to that. Now, the heart of the spread comes with the oracle. Strategy comes up right. Now, immediately, and as we will continue, this will come full circumference to this card. Strategy, meaning there's an opportunity for you to make calculated moves to get to what it is you want. Whatever that heart desire is. But I wonder if you're not for sure what it is you even desire. Because our challenging factor comes with the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Do you know? Has whatever you've been through left you kind of feeling mentally screwed? That your clarity is just not necessarily there? That when you think about your wish fulfillment and what it is that you might want to strategize to gain a goal or momentum towards, it's hard because you can't seem to pinpoint it. That's a challenging factor. And what is really going on comes with 3 cards. It was so funny with the spread, guys, as I was shuffling and as I was meditating and trying to receive messages from Spirit. Either the cards were coming out in bundles, or they were being very stingy and not coming at all. What came with you, and what I think is really important to recognize, is that while you may be struggling to fine-tune or get that clarity as to where it is you want to go based on whatever has happened to you that leaves us in our head, things are happening. And I think you've been working at least the energies to that of your favor. Hence, the Knight of Swords is in reverse, guys. That's a conscious awareness of where you've been, where you don't want to be. It's understanding the contrasts, right? Even if you can't see the vision perfectly, you've begun to maneuver. And maybe you are gaining a sense through that contrast of what you do and what you don't want. The question is the plans and the actions that you're going to step forward to do so. Now, where you're currently at, what's happening, comes with a massive amount of energy, to say the least, okay? We've got 2 major arcanas and a court card. So let's start. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It comes upright. Things are turning in your favor. And I don't know that you're fully aware of that, but it seems like it's a good opportunity to figure out what you want, because I think you're in the process of manifesting it. All that you've been through, as you are working to gain that clarity, to get out of your head, to find a strategy, it's going to work in your favor. Now is the time. It's very ripe. Very ripe. As I say with the Queen of Pentacles. Now what's interesting about this card is she's pregnant. She's ready to give birth, life, to something, to a baby, to something new, something creative. To maybe that of 9 of Cups. Maybe you're genuinely pregnant. Congratulations. But the time is very close. And the energies are working in your favor. Yet again, we have the Hangman, but it comes in reverse. And I can't help but feel like that is correlated to that of the 9 of Swords in reverse, struggling to find that clarity. Trying to understand what it is that you really want. And only when you know what you want can you really make that strategy, right? But regardless, whatever you're doing, there is consequences playing out. And consequences does not necessarily mean it's bad. In fact, I would say it's working in your favor. What comes around goes around. And the wheel is turning upright for you. And whatever you've been putting out will give birth. I just don't wonder if you are not for sure, based on what you've been through. And what further is kind of scary about this, or not scary, but it feels like a hesitant energy, as I think Spirit's coming in and saying for you, if you chose the Mummy, Spirit is proud of you. You've been through a lot. You have been through a lot. I feel it, I see it, and I understand the mental fragments that can get misconstrued based on circumstances like trauma, our fears, right? Upbringing. But I think Spirit would like you to know is that what they're trying to offer you, whatever you want that 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment to be, right there. It comes with the 4 of Cups. But yet again, I don't even know that this individual knows what that is, or sees it coming, or that there is something being offered. 4 of Cups can be apathy, depression, trying. But so, to me, this is it screams to me, this is more of a mental warfare. And Spirit's saying, I've seen you've gone through the battles. I've seen you've done your work. You've become conscious of it. This Nine of Swords says a lot, especially with it coming in reverse. You're no longer choosing to let it plague you or reside within you, but that those feelings, those genuine aspirations, may be holding you back. But you've been working, and it's been in your favor, because again, we have very positive cards. And even the Hangman is not necessarily bad. It's just, for me, representing this, I'm struggling to gain full clarity of what it is, where I'm headed, what I'm doing. Now, I don't wonder for you. The Spirit says, this is so huge with this card, and it even further clarifies the Nine of Swords. It comes with the Ten of Swords. You've been betrayed. Innocence have been stripped. Bad shit has happened to you. Things that nobody should endure. But you've survived. And what really screams to me immediately when this card came out was there's like two shields, light energy shields. One here and one right above the body. And to me it feels like there's divine protection. You are being divinely protected, divinely guided. Your worst nights, you were never alone. It's this feeling where they watched you cry and watched you work through the life lessons, the deep karmic ties that have bound us. And only through excruciating pain are we able to begin to see things for what they are and to be able to release those things. Now, when I was going to get your final card of advice, as I was shuffling, and for all these readings, including up to yours, Spirit has given me direct messages. And for yours, I had to shuffle for quite a while. Maybe it was to get me into a hypnotized state. But it comes with a clear warning, as they gave me. Be wary of the influences and people you keep around, so that they don't hinder you or hold you back. Now, as I read through this, and what card came out for that word of advice was the Fool, but it comes in reverse. And I immediately connect it to this. And to this. And to this. Trying to gain that clarity, Spirit is trying to offer you a new start, saying that you have gone through a lot. I feel they are very, very proud of you, would like you to know what your wish fulfillment is. And when they say, be cautious about the energies or the influences you keep around and that it doesn't hinder you, I don't wonder if there is a tidbit of the resentment that you are bestowing into what has gone wrong. And that might be what is hindering you from finding and clarifying what your wish fulfillment is. With the Fool in reverse, where are you allocating your energy? Is there a final step necessary to release this so that you can gain clarity to what it is that you would like, that Spirit is ready to offer you, that the energies are turning in your favor and will give birth to that idea, to the wish fulfillment? Is it maybe a sense, what is coming to me is a sense of forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving whoever betrayed you? Not to welcome them back necessarily into your life or to become best friends with them, but so that you can release that excess energy, whatever energy of bitterness or whatever might be holding you back or that's keeping you plagued from releasing all of these, though you're becoming conscious of it. to define what it is you want and how to get there. Furthermore, the Fool represents that of, in reverse, living in the moment and not having the strategy of your next step forward. Now, usually the Fool is taking that leap of faith, but I think Spirit's saying, you've done so much work. We will offer and give you your heart's fulfillment. That period is done. Let the energies turn in your favor. And that starts by becoming crystal clear to what it is you want. It's your time to shine. But we need to move you from the state of apathy and to look up and see what is being offered. And that comes down to a heart to what will fulfill you. Maybe coming into that alignment of higher self so you know. So if to come in full circumference, if you're finding that you're struggling to find that clarity, maybe it's because you're expelling just a tad bit much energy into the past, though you've overcome it. But to release it into that forgiveness so that you can just forgive and leave it so you can move forward. I always like to think about the past as the opportunity to release and to reconcile all those differences, but it's not about future reconsideration. So that you can be able to focus when you reconciliate that past, so you can focus to that of your future. Furthermore, maybe it's just an opportunity for you to become crystal clear about what it is that you want, because I think Spirit's here ready to offer it to you. Now, I'm using The Universe Has Your Back for an affirmation for you this week. Let's see what they have to say. Something that you can use. But we're not doing half the staff. I always like to do that. Thank you, Spirit. For you. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Connect to your joyful presence. You'll be connected to the universe. Furthermore, I think that you're already connected and that they've been protecting you, whether you see it or not, letting those situations that happen to you for you. I have so much love for you guys. If this resonates, please let me know. Like, share, comment. And as always, best of luck for the following week. Namaste.